Hey everybody, welcome to our Trek Challenge. My name's Ben_Burns, and this is episode 399. I have to get my act together if I want to do episode 400 proper, because I still haven't chopped up those samples. Excuse me. I hope you're doing well today. My stream is a little bit off from my normal timing, but I have lots going on today, so I'm just doing it when I can. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do today, but I wanted to do something a little bit more upbeat, maybe some like minimal house stuff. I'm not fully sure yet, but I figure I would start with some basic ideas and then roll on from there. And we'll see what happens. I'm also going to try doing checkerboarding for the drums. It's not always my favorite approach, but I know that it gives you more control. Because then I can like actually tune this stuff. Yeah. So yeah, let's find some kind of instrument maybe. Some kind of something to heck around with, and then we can roll on from there. Like I said, I don't really have much for plans, but I just got to get rolling. This is well outside the normal time where I stream, so I don't really know if anybody's going to show up or whatever, but you know, I gotta keep the thing going. It's kind of cool. I can also try to do some rhythmic stuff. I got like a piece of licorice stuck in my tooth. That sucks. It's kind of neat. I can see that. Maybe lower the reverb a little bit. Kind of pleasant. What is causing... Okay, so this is what's causing that resonance sweep. So let's... I want to tone that back just a little bit. What is causing... Okay, so function 2. Is that based off... I don't know what these are based off of. Time, I guess? This is like part of pigments that I'm not as familiar with, but that's okay. I just want to lower this a little bit. Cool. Because it's kind of super saw-y. It's kind of a lot of the things that I like. So we need to create a bass. And I want to try to do like a super saw bass or something similar to that. Just double checking that I am live because I'm paranoid about that. Okay, I am. I'm trying to do things that are a little bit more than just like a sine wave bass, because you run into a lot of just like everything kind of sounding the same, and that stinks. So I'm trying to be a little bit better at just getting... So we can attach an envelope to the cutoff. We have to attach the envelope to the cutoff in the correct way. Okay, and then volume. Where's the white noise, though? Random phase, utility engine. Oh, it's just super quiet. Okay. A little better. So I've been trying to learn sound design, and I've been trying to learn kind of like how to build actual like good basses. I have a song coming out on like YouTube tomorrow or possibly Friday, depending on when I want to put it out, of a song that I put together recently. It's a remix of Telepop Music's Breathe in like a tech house. And I don't want to just recreate that style today, but I am trying to be a little bit more focused on just kind of like how I approach sound design. Because I think that it's very, very important to be aware of how I do sound design stuff. So I want to be... I just want to be more fluent in this kind of stuff, and I don't feel like I have been in the past. I've been just kind of avoiding it because I didn't really know any better. Okay, have that here. Make that more snappy. The volume envelope here can also be tied to this volume envelope. A little too much, huh? It does have like a little click at the start of it, which... I don't know. I'm still learning my sound design stuff. But I think that learning sound design is really important. And it's something that I've kind of just not done. Because I feel like
remember to save.
Yeah, but remember to save. Okay, so this has kind of like a hollow sound to it, and I want to make sure that it's because of that's better. It was because the filter was cutting off at a weird time, so it would like create like a bit of a disconnect between the envelope of the volume and the envelope of the filter. I don't know if I like that pattern that much, but, you know, it's a start. Another thing, and this is something that I really want to just rebuild my template for, is if I want to do more music like this and I want to get proper click tracks or whatever, like I need to have like a better way of managing sidechain, because sidechain right now is not... Sidechain is not something that's high on my priority list, and it really needs to be. Right now the sidechain's like ridiculously too much, but... Okay. I don't know. This could be cool. It just has a lot of effects. Let's just like lower the volume of the effect. Okay, so this is the culprit here then. So let's go into here. This reverb, this decay, I think is too much. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Just want to make sure that... Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this is going yet, but you know, I guess that's part of the fun, yeah. So yeah, this week has been very busy for me. I have a I'm recording a podcast with a buddy of mine like right after this, which is why I'm starting so early. So it's like I have to just kind of power through all of this stuff today. One thing that I would like to do is actually, I'm going to lower this a little bit so there's less of a click. Yeah. That click is kind of annoying to me. Okay. Let's spread this out to 2 more bars. Okay, so as much as I like this pigment sound, I think that it's like really muted, and I think if I bring it up too much, it's going to sound really Why is this so faint? Okay. Interesting. Okay. This kind of gives me like a beach, like a watery, oceany vibe, which I'm okay with. Yeah, okay. And tempo-wise, I think this is okay. I don't know, I feel like I just kind of want to dive right into this one. Ha 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 ha. No pun intended. So... Well, at least my automation is working again. Is it working again? It is not. Somehow my automation broke, and I'm not able to like properly select things. I don't know if this is something with Ableton whatever version I'm on, or if I like clicked a button and it's like not automatically doing it anymore. But it's really kind of driving me nuts. So I like this like really kind of languid intro. Yeah, so like this is gonna just kind of like be minimal house stuff, I think, which is exactly what I said I was gonna do. So kudos to me, huh? I think this will be good. Well, obviously, it's way too loud, but it might not be the right sample. And this is the thing that really bothers me about checkerboarding drums. Yeah, the sample's better. If you don't get a sample you like, you have to like rebuild the whole thing. Whereas if you just use MIDI to trigger everything, then it's just like, oh, just change the sample and you're good. Why did everything get like super quiet? I feel like everything like lost all of its volume. Like that's better. Oop. And I don't want to make this too complicated, but I also like making things complicated, so, you know. It's a good pattern. I need more songs that I can groove to, baby. Need something like really short and tight, I think. Like, take this, and if you pitch it up, and get rid of all the low end and compress it a bit. It's too loud, but that's okay. Try this. It's not tonal enough. And maybe this means that I need to layer it with something else. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I don't know. I need to have a conversation with my buddy Gardner and be like, so why do you checkerboard stuff instead of use MIDI? Because I feel like, yeah, there's advantages to this, but it just feels like it's a lot of extra effort. Why does that feel like it's thrown? Yeah, okay, it's F. I needed a G. It was like it sounded kind of close. Sounded kind of close, but not close enough. Okay. I don't know why I keep trying to drop like Ableton effects into Discord.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. I'm still not a fan of that snare. Let's find a different one. Kind of want to do that too, but let's find a different snare. That's better. I still want to pitch it up. It's also still really, oh, because I have this compression and stuff on it. Okay. Yeah, see, this has like, it has more of a snap to it, and it's less like just a burst of noise, you know? What do we want to call this song? What do I want to call this song? I don't even know if anybody's here. I have my view thing like blocked because I honestly, no, it's 4. You can mouse over it and you can see. Well, that's good to know. So I try not to worry about view count anymore because I'm just doing this for me anyway. Like, streaming for me is a method to focus, which is something I've talked about ad nauseum. But like, I don't know, if nobody's talking, I just kind of assume that nobody's there. And obviously lurking is fine, and I'm not trying to call out lurkers. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, okay, well. It's honestly like streaming is kind of a bad thing for me too, because if I'm not streaming, I don't feel like I need to work on anything. That clap is so loud. So obviously that, but sounding better. I don't know if I want to do a triplet there or not, but I kind of like it. I also understand that this is not my normal stream time, and I have a feeling that a lot of the people who do grace me with their presence do so after work, and I am smack dab in the middle of their work day, so definitely not on them. So I wish I could do this dotted, but with like a slight delay or something, but that's not how it works. Yeah. Let's not do triplets. I think that's getting too deep in the weeds for what we're doing. Way better. Oh, I wanted this there too. Actually, that gives me a thought. What if I put a wider on the meat end of the bass? Meat. Sub. So the meat is the actual like tonality of the bass. It would be like, the thing I'm learning about basses is like all of the character comes from the high end and like the mid range, and the sub doesn't really get hecked with at all, for good reason. Like you want to keep the sub as I was gonna say meaty, but it's basically as like full as possible, because that's where you get like the tonality and stuff. So it's interesting how yeah, I'm learning. Another thing I want to do. Bonk. Wait, no. See, this is the thing. Usually you can like click on this and Ableton would be like, "Oh, you want to create a new thing? Okay." But I don't know if there was a patch or what, but something changed, and now I can't access my automation the same way. And okay, let's see how that sounds. No. I'm going to define ETM as sensitive. Yeah, they really are. They really are, and that's something that I've been learning. Where it's just like, you know, if you want to have a very strong synth, you basically can have nothing else in your track because it takes up so much of the frequency spectrum. But like, as far as as far as how like a song in this style goes, like, you really don't need anything else. Like, all you're doing is building a vibe. Hey Nate, what's up, buddy? It's been a minute. How was your stream? I was wondering where everybody was. Even Toxic had abandoned me. Anyway, today we're making like some filter house, minimal house stuff, and I'm kind of digging how it sounds so far. I'm very early. I know. It's okay. Shh, shh, I won't tell. What if we, because this has a very strong kind of a beach sound to it. So what if we how does this sound? I need a steel pan, maybe. But I was thinking, what if my riser was like waves, like ocean waves or something? And now I forgot where all of my ocean sounds were. Coconut shaker. It's not a bad idea either. I mean, they shake if you put stuff in them. You're using fewer. Yeah, exactly. You use fewer stuff. You use fewer things. Fewer stuff is not a phrase. You use fewer things, which. My brain is still not running at like 100% today, so. It's also like flippin' heck hot out. So thankfully the house is relatively cool, but like it's kind of obnoxious out. So that kind of stinks too. Flippin' heck hot out, yeah. So I'm trying to like keep that in mind and not overheat. I've got a fan on me and all that other stuff. I should be fine, but okay. I really dig this though. This is what I was talking about before. I was trying to checkerboard my drums, and I don't know if I like it. But it's something that I've been told helps. Here, let me yeah, it was a lot. Teen was up pretty late last night, partially because of the heat and just because she's kind of a night owl anyway. And she said that at 3 a.m. it was 80-something degrees out, and that's unacceptable. Yeah, it's... I was going to say... Hey, everybody, remember to save. I was going to say it's well over 100 today, but it's probably like 101. Which still, again, isn't acceptable, but... Okay, let's take that. Let's set this into a loop. I do have to, not right now, but I do have to go and look at Ableton's updates and see if they changed how automation works, because there used to be 2 things here, and now there's only 1. Yeah, I hope that you had a good stream and you have a good rest of your day. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. One of these days I'll be able to check out you again. My timing's just been all screwed up lately. Mixer section, in, out. I just feel like I clicked a button somewhere, or the kitties pushed something. And because Butter has been walking over my keyboard a lot lately, so I'm afraid that he hit like a keyboard combination that got rid of how automation works on my Ableton. But it's also entirely possible that Ableton had an update and I just haven't been keeping on top of it. Nope, Butter, just like the condiment, the spreadable condiment. Because the first time Teen picked him up, he kind of melted in her arms, and that was all that was needed. Okay, let's not get fancy with this. I'm always like, oh, let's BTR. And she likes saying butter burns. Buttered hot dog, huh? Interesting. I've never heard of that one. See, I don't think we need to get fancy with any of this. Which is fine. I just like... Yeah, I mean, it's not something that... I mean, depending on what you're eating, it is something that you kind of pour on. You're eating crab or like corn on the cob or something. It is pretty much something that you just kind of douse your food in, but... Yep. I agree with you. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. I mean, I know what I'm doing, I just don't know if it's really the right call. Then I have to blop. Okay, so then we need like a crash. If we're gonna kind of keep with tradition here and just kind of, I was gonna say generic house music, but it's not really generic. It's still like has personality and stuff. I blopped that smoothly. Thank you. These might be loud and I apologize. Actually, that's not that bad. Yeah, beach house. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, I really like pairing the kicks with the bass. I feel like this is too high pitched though. God, those are so bad. Let's use an actual drum kit crash. These might be a little louder. I apologize. Puts on the beach. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't think we could call this song beach house, but I like the name of the genre. I mean, I guess we could call it beach house. We could do whatever we want. It's our song, right? Milliseconds then. This is 391. Close enough. Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't be that obvious because somebody's gonna like copyright ID it, and all of a sudden somebody else owns your song. So my thought with this is that I just want that sound to just kind of resonate forever, and it's not happening with the delay. So what if I try a I apologize if people find that gross. I just think it's really funny. That's better. So this is kind of like the breakdown, so I want to keep it a little bit more minimal. Which I think is just the original bass line. Pretty close. Definitely changes the vibe if you don't have the pads. Codename Iceman. We'll get out of loop hell here. Sorry, I'm like trying to do too many things at once here. One thing that bothers me is getting into loop hell like that, and you're just like listening to the same 3 seconds over and over, and it's like the worst kind of stream for me. And I know that works for other people, but like for me, it's like I just want to always be moving forward, you know? This was originally an MP3 file that they ripped. Good job, Vengeance. Way to really keep your quality and standards high. I mean, if I really cared about quality and standards, I probably wouldn't be using Vengeance packs as much as I do, but, you know, here we are. That also came from an MP3, whatever. Yeah, no worries, Toxic. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. I hope your work lurks go okay. Because part of me just wants to simplify some of this stuff, and that's kind of what I want to do. Because again, I don't want to add tons and tons of layers or any kind of crazy stuff like that. I think I just want to keep this really, really basic. Without being obnoxious, you know? Phase, shape, offset. That's what I want. So goodbye MP3 radio plugins output. Interesting. Yeah, goodifying. That's what you were trying to say there. I was like, I couldn't read that right. Yeah, like restoring that that those missed frequency bands would be really interesting. I don't know if I like this route either. I'm just kind of throwing stuff around right now, seeing what works and what doesn't. Cool. Yeah, so what do we want to call this? Chirp. Huh. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's only, I mean, a lot of it can't be crazy, like automated, because it's all just part of the. You have to affect pretty much any type of audio, so it has to be kind of a global solution, you know.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. Oh, okay. I was like looking for it and it's down here. It's the other problem with all of this stuff. Like, where does this go? Like, it definitely has a different vibe now. And we need like a name for this song too. I think having a name will actually go a long way in crystallizing what exactly we're doing here. Because, yeah. And I mean, also this shouldn't be here if we're doing this by the house books. Oh. It's like, do we want to do, it's like, I don't want to do chord progressions. I like these types of songs that like stick to the kind of just their plan and then just kind of roll with it. But I don't think that we can really kind of go hog wild with a lot of other stuff, you know? Like that's too busy. And we could go back to this, but again, like, we don't want to just... Oop. It's just kind of boring. Which... it's not the end of the world. That was kind of a mistake, but I kind of like that. try that. That's pretty good, actually. So this definitely has some good vibes to it. But what's the song called? What are we calling this precious little child that we're bringing into the world? I don't know. The beach strut. Past the beach. Actually, we don't need a bass on this. Basically, we're layering the bass, so we really shouldn't have another lower frequency here. Let's actually add an upper frequency. Okay. Past the beach. Past the beach, past the beach. Yeah, what do we want to call this? I also kind of want this to be a little bit more graceful in its exit. Which I guess we can just go like this. How about past the waves? Like beyond the waves. Beachwalker is pretty good too. Beachwalker. You've heard of Slender Man. So this is the problem, right? Like I want to automate this little jobby right here, but I have no way. The only way that I can get this handle on here is if I go like this, and now I have it on there, but that's like obnoxious. That can't be the way that they expect you to do things now. That seems absurd. I do kind of like Beachwalker though. Beachwalker's it has like a lot of different meanings, which is latent beach is like a kind of a weird one, but I dig that too. Let's go with Beachwalker. What year is it? All one word too. Like it's a proper name for somebody. It's not somebody walking on the beach. It's the Beachwalker. King, right? I don't think this would go in a Stephen King song or a movie. But what do I know? Stephen Walking. That transition kind of is I feel like this transition needs a little bit of a just like a little bit of a break, you know? Hey, Fedrin. How are you? Are you still playing that Paella game? Like everybody else is playing? I'll get you some piano in a second. I know it's not paella. It's just, that's the word I see when I see the name of the game. I just finished, and no spoilers, but I just finished the Master Sword quest for Tears of the Kingdom, and holy shit, that like got me real good. I don't play those games to feel feelings, guys. Okay, so this needs another bar. Yeah, it surprisingly got me. Like I wasn't expecting things to like go that direction. But whew. I'm glad it did. Like it is a beautiful story. It's not exactly like the story that itself is not that unpredictable, where it's just like it was very obvious like time travel and whatever was happening like from the first 10 minutes of the game, but it's also kind of like, hey, neat, where does this go? And it sure went places, huh? So we just decided to call this song Beachwalker. And I'm kind of building into another section of the song. And I really like where we kind of ending up here. Does that say proper bopper? So we need to not have the snare here. How dare your art make me feel things? I mean, yeah. Let's like kind of bring things back here. Test data works. Simpsons is great, especially like seasons 1 through 9. I honestly don't remember I don't know much about The Simpsons beyond that. I kind of fell off the radar for me. This is at, okay, that's at max. Let's actually go like this. This is like the tiniest breakdown ever, but that's too much. Yeah, I mean, I used to watch it with my family when I was a kid and stuff. I'm still not a big fan of this little break here, but we can keep moving on.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. I think I'm going to throw a utility on here as well to really kind of drive the point home that this is a fade. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, honestly. It's just like it was a product of its time, and it should stay, you know, where it was. Like, I understand that they have a need to continue to try to modernize it because that's how people make money, but it's also like it kind of existed in its own little continuum, and breaking out of that continuum is not easy. Which, you know, good for them for trying, but, you know, after, what is it, like 32 seasons now or something? Like, The Simpsons is almost as old as I am. 35 seasons. Yikes. That means that The Simpsons, I was 7 years old when The Simpsons started. I remember the television advertisements, like Simpsons and Seinfeld started at the same time, or very similar to the same time. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure they started around the same time. And like I remember seeing ads and all that other stuff for it, and it's just like there's so much. That is not how rhythm works, Ben. How did this get knocked into triplets? Okay, there we go. I actually kind of like that. So yeah, like I don't know. I watched it a lot. But like, I don't know, eventually I just kind of grew up and I stopped watching it. And I think it also started to get bad. That break is so cool. Oof. Roblox oof dot OGG. Okay, so I want to give this massive instance a little bit more beef, but I think that overall we're doing. Okay, so this little pop is actually kind of important to me, and I wanna make it sound good. Okay. Okay. Ugh. I guess we'd keep it this way. Okay. I don't think this is necessary either. Like, what can we add here, if anything? And this is like that delineation point for me where it's like, do I need to add stuff, or do we just jam on this for a little bit and move on, you know? Like, that's really where I struggle with a lot of this. Like, because again, that's cool, but does that add like anything meaningful to the song? I don't think so. Yeah, the idea of Bart with a smartphone is really weird. I don't like thinking about that. I mean, I just think about like high school these days and how just awful it must be for people who aren't like popular. Like, I had a hard enough time, and that's when people didn't have access to my like personal information. man, I don't know what goes here. If anything, like, again, like this should be enough. And that's something, again, that I need to kind of knock into my head, where it's just like, you don't have to have everything all the time. And, you know, this is like a really rad loop. It might be kind of fun to mess around with that a little bit too. It might be too much to do it this way, but actually, no, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So one thing I need to do is I need to make this more present in the mix. Right now, it feels like it's being pushed into the background. And I'm just gonna like ramp up the OTT a little bit. I have been coming to learn to love. I've been starting to learn to love OTT, and just like it sounds like one of those obnoxious things that you do just to make things louder, but it's actually a really powerful shaping tool once you get a little bit more familiar with it. And I'm trying to be a little more familiar with it without being obnoxious with it, you know? Don't tempt me. I actually kind of want to do this too. That's too much. But like, I like the idea of this, like, just little clip of water. Oh, nope, not there. It's raining. Lucky. I wish it was raining here. Okay, so I still feel like there's something missing here. And maybe it's this cutoff that's not getting all the way, yeah, let's crank this up just a little bit more. Because again, like the presence, and this is something that I've known for like forever, but I've never really like internalized and absorbed. Like, the presence of an instrument is determined by how much upper dynamics it has. And that doesn't mean that it has to have a lot, but it has to have something. And like these pads, like these are, well, they're gone now because they're in the wrong spot of the song. These are really lovely, But if there's anything else in the song, they get drowned out because they have no presence in the upper registers. They work to fill in the gaps that other instruments leave, but they don't actually like provide any like I keep saying presence, but that's the best word I have for it.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. But you see, that's too much. Like, it's so easy to go overboard with this stuff. And like now the question is, do I have another layer here to help bolster that without, because I don't think that we can really afford to have another instrument playing like something else in here. So it's like, do we throw a super saw or something on here just to give it a little bit more upper register girth? Or do we try something else? Like, here, let's do super saw. Yeah. See, this by itself sounds hella weak. But together they work very well. So let's accentuate this a little bit more. Throw a little compression on there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, honestly, I feel like this just needs to play out for, 32 bars or something. You just kind of mess around with the filters and then you just move on to something else, like this is heckin' cool. And I don't want to make it worse by adding stuff, and everything that I've tried to add makes it worse. I mean, we can also go in, okay, let's do massive lead. Let's do this correctly. Since we're going to be doing a MIDI follow anyway, let's get rid of this and have this do the massive lead. That way, when we change one, we don't have to change two. Yeah, okay, so we can actually turn this into the lead just by like messing around with Okay, but first thing we need to do is do this, and then this is everything we need to mess around with. And also we need to turn this guy off here. Okay. Okay, so the thing is, I don't want to go ham on this. I want to make sure that things are still, like, comprehensible. And like this also kind of goes into loop hell a little bit, where it's just like, yes, we're kind of just we're just trying our best to not have this be annoying to listen to. Oop. So yeah, I apologize that this is going to be a lot of starting and stopping and starting and stopping, but like there's no easy way to do this otherwise. Okay, and that's kind of hard to I guess we can like add some stuff to it, but no. Okay. We're getting there. Why isn't this all the way up? Okay. Okay. So we're getting there. We're making progress. We've got 27 minutes left. We've got an hour before my other thing starts, so I'm good there. Yeah. So this is good. I'm just like marking off the sections just so I know I don't have to think about them anymore. What's up? Oh, okay. And I do want to iterate on this a little bit. Let's just mute this for a second, just so we can. Okay. Loop and stretch. Okay. I do feel like we need to add more stuff down here too. Sorry, I'm moving beyond this section of the song just because I feel like I need to take a little bit of a breather from it. What is this on-off stuff here? Oh, it's for the delay. I also think that we can do a big unison here. I think that would be good. And kind of the big finish for the lead bit. Get rid of this. Okay. Okay. I also kind of want to go back to this one. I don't want to lean. The thing is, like, if something's interesting, I don't want to like lean on it so much that it becomes not interesting anymore. And like, I want it to be interesting during the lead thing because it breaks up the like the rhythmic and like harmonic structure of it. But then I don't want it to stay that way forever. I want it to kind of revert back to the boring version of it, you know? So yeah. And then we can have this kind of fade out like that. Cool. Okay, so let's work on this. Again, like I just kind of want to accentuate certain notes.
Remember to save.
Man, time's going by quickly on this one, huh? Why shouldn't I? After all, why shouldn't I? Da, 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 da. Actually, I don't need to do things this way. I could just do this, because all I want to do is I just want to accentuate some of these pitch bends, yeah? Okay, so let's do a proper high cut for some of this. Have things fade out. I really need to figure out why Ableton's doing things this way, but that's okay. It's a problem for future Ben. Future Ben being like 5 minutes or 15 minutes from now. Okay, so let's... Doesn't have to be all of them, and that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you do it on all of them, then it becomes less interesting when it happens. This could use another pass, but it's good enough for now. What's another good drum thing we can put in here that's not going to overburden everything else? Drum. Nope. Perfect. Actually, that's not bad. Like all I'm doing is looking for something that just adds another like layer of like texture and rhythm. You know? I can actually just steal the hats delay, because it's kind of the same thing. It's a little loud right now. There we go. So generic. But that's kind of the point, yeah? It's like it's there to increase like some rhythmic intensity without getting like obnoxious. I mean, I've used FamiTracker before. I know it's not exactly the same. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's definitely... Oh yeah. And I oh, it's time to start streaming. I definitely want to try doing new things. Sorry, there's like a rumble here. Why is this rumbling? I want to try to do new things with a lot of this stuff because I think that it's really valuable for me to grow as an artist and all this other stuff. I'll share. Is this just okay? So this isn't. It's just some kind of weird anomaly inside of the delay itself. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. I know. That's on my list. Just lower the feedback then. But yeah, not doing the 2-hour track challenge next year, which is something that I've like set in stone. I'm gonna stop the challenge. January 20th is gonna be the last challenge. So I'm gonna do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 5 extra songs in January, and January 20th is when I started the 2-hour track challenge in 2016. So I figure it would be like poetic if I stopped at January 20th, 2024. I was like, why does this sound like shit? Because I added this overdrive and I didn't do anything with it. Listen, like it's on my list. It's something that I definitely want to do. I just want to make sure that I don't overburden myself with stuff because like the whole point of me pushing this year to finish stuff is so I have less things on my to-do list, you know? This does not need a delay. Yeah, so it's like the whole goal is for me to have less stuff on my to-do list. Oops. Also, oops. So yeah, I definitely want to try new things and grow and learn and all this other stuff, but I want to do it in a way that doesn't drive me crazy. So yeah, we're just basically building an outro now. This is something, okay, so I've been listening to a lot of modern EDM, like modern house, modern kind of like tech house and stuff like that. And I've been having a lot of fun with it, but it is so frustrating to listen to sometimes because the producer for the song. Like 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes is like the mark for a lot of these songs now, where it's just like, you know what, we need people to listen to this stuff on repeat. We need it to be repeatable. We need it to be like fun. We just get to the good stuff and then we get out. Unlike, 15, 20 years ago where it was like a 7-minute long song because you needed to fill up an LP. Or you needed like to like extend a DJ set. But the producers for these songs are so annoying because they just like end a song. They would be like if they just ended a song right here, like if it was just like this is how some songs end. That's how some songs end for like modern electronic music, and it drives me crazy, where it's just like you have to have an outro, you have to have some kind of like closer to the songs. Otherwise you're just like, oh, I ran out of ideas, I guess I'm done. And it like actually drives me kind of crazy. So yeah, I really do kind of like modern house music though. I think there's a lot of really good stuff going on out there, especially when it comes to like sound design and production and just being creative. But trackers and modular. Oh yeah. No, like you can do amazing stuff with both, and I definitely want to learn how to do both because I think that there's a lot of value in understanding the process for both. I just, I have to, take it one step at a time. Okay, I think this song is done. We're going to listen to the whole thing. I think the intro is very different from the second half of the song, but I don't care. I mean, we could also bring this back too. Oh yeah, no, I know. I've been wanting to do modular stuff forever, but it's just like it's really hard to get into. Okay, seeing as we're not continuing on with this, I want to kind of gracefully end it because right now it's a little harsh that it kind of goes from something to nothing. Still kind of harsh, but okay, I'm gonna try this again. Oh, it would help if I modified the correct one. What? Okay, sorry for the repetition here.
remember to save.
Everybody remember to save. We're too loud now. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely, if you get me involved in this, I'm definitely going to bother you about it. This is another thing that really bothers me about dance music, where they don't actually finish the loop. Where it's just like, okay, this is where the loop ends. I guess we're just going to crop it here without actually resolving the melodic statement that it was trying to make. So it ends on this. Ends on the. It's not the wrong note, but it's the wrong note. This song's a little rougher on the edges. It's not bad though. I mean, we could really bring these back too. I mean, that's not that bad. Just bring it back like this. That's why. I was like, why does this just end? It's like, well, the high cut's there. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I would feel better about it if we brought it to the whole area here. You learn fine, but don't use MIDI. Oh yeah, no, I think that like if I started, I would like use patterns or some kind of like VCA patterns or something. I'm not super familiar. Not super familiar with how it all works, but like I would definitely use, I wouldn't just like drop a MIDI pattern in there and be like, okay, how do I make something around this? Like I would actually have it be generative and not, because I love like there's an artist I follow called State Azure who does like very, very like generative pieces, and I love them because they're long and flowy and they just kind of evolve and grow over time, and they don't like sit on anything in particular. Oh, we're almost out of time. I mean, we're done with this, but yeah, State Azure stuff was a pretty big inspiration for me when I was working on the end of almost everything. There's a lot of their music that I was going to say, there's a lot of their music that really kind of inspired me for just kind of like long form generative ambient music. Yeah. Cool, we made a song. I like this one. I definitely pushed myself in different ways this time, and this kind of goes to actually here, let me show you. I got some time. I released, or I'm going to release, a song very soon. Let's see if YouTube lets me play stuff while streaming. I watched a video by my buddy Garden Sound, or Gardener, who talked about slap house or tech house stuff, and I made this. And I have been like super hooked on this like style of music, which is kind of where this one came from, the song Today. I posted a little bit of this on the Discord, but just like this whole style gets me. But yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. But like this, I'm a big fan of this. Which is what inspired this, and I wanted to partially see if I could do something within 2 hours with a similar vibe, but not like really the same vibe. And I feel like we did pretty well. I'm gonna play it one more time because I think there's some bits that we need to. Yeah. I don't know. It's my first time doing stuff like that, so I definitely have a lot to learn, but... Okay, so that's too loud. Yeah. Oop, that's way too much. Just trying to get the volume curve a little bit more even. by goosing the... This gives like some like stereo separation, but it's a little too much. I almost kind of want to just throw a wider on it. A little repetitive, but you know, it is house music. Now that's not supposed to be there. Better. Yeah, I think we're good. Like I could, that's kind of the problem with this type of music. Like I could just sit and fiddle with these knobs forever. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna call it done. Because otherwise, again, like that Breathe remix, I probably spent like a good 8 hours on it, which is much longer than a song that I usually don't spend that much time on a song. Hey, buddy. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. I hope that you're doing well. How was your stream today? Sounded like you've been having technical difficulties lately. Well, I was very early. I started 2 hours early because I have to go in like 10 minutes to go record a podcast with somebody. My normal stream time started like 20 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, so it's not you, it's me. Oh, that was yesterday that you're having problems. Everything kind of runs together lately. I don't know how long you've been here, but I can play bits of this. We made like a kind of a minimal beach house song. Automation system's been locking up? Oh man. That kind of stuff is really hard to sort out. That crash is really loud. I'm going to lower that. Try that again. This gets a little repetitive, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this sound. I like it a lot. So, I guess I'm gonna get going. Is there anybody I know streaming right now? No, literally nobody I know is streaming. Oh well, that's okay. I'm trying to be a better streamer and like raid people and whatnot, but I forget. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I apologize for the slightly earlier time, but I think that what we ended up with was really cool, and I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, like I said, I have a podcast that I need to get to in like 20 minutes. So I have to go do a bio break, refresh my water, and do a bunch of other stuff. So I got to do that. So I'm going to go. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I should be around this weekend, either working on game dev stuff or chopping samples or doing something. I have a big backlog of things I need to do. So until then, have a fantastic remainder of your week, and I will talk to you later. Love you. Closer. Bye. I don't know where to set the loop point for this song. I guess like right there. I'm just muttering to myself now. You don't have to listen to me talk. But yeah, this is a really fun stream, and I'm really glad that we were able to kind of hang out for a little bit and chill out. Let's see where this loop point goes, and then we'll get going. So now I have to talk for like another hour with some of my friends. Being online is exhausting. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you later.